Maverick's encapsulation of Merchant of Venice. By William Shakespeare, genre, drama, comedy. The Merchant of Venice is a 16th-century play by William Shakespeare that revolves around the themes of love, money, prejudice, and justice. Set in the bustling city of Venice and the moonlit Belmont, it tells the story of a merchant named Antonio, his friend Bassanio, and a wealthy Jewish moneylender named Shylock. Plot summary. Bassanio, a young Venetian, seeks to court the beautiful and wealthy heiress Portia, who resides in Belmont. However, he is short of funds for the journey and the extravagant expenses needed to woo her. He turns to his friend Antonio, a wealthy merchant, for financial assistance. Although Antonio is expecting his ships to return with great profits, he currently does not have the cash to lend Bassanio. Therefore, Antonio decides to borrow the money from Shylock, a Jewish moneylender, to help his friend. Shylock, who has faced discrimination and anti-Semitic treatment from Antonio in the past, sees this as an opportunity to exact revenge. He agrees to lend Antonio the money, but with an unusual condition. If Antonio fails to repay the loan within 3 months, Shylock will be entitled to a pound of Antonio's flesh. Despite the risks, Antonio accepts the condition, confident that his ships will return in time with more than enough profit to repay the loan. Meanwhile, in Belmont, Portia is dealing with her late father's will, which dictates that her suitors must choose from 3 caskets: gold, silver, and lead, to win her hand in marriage. The correct casket contains Portia's portrait. Several suitors try their luck but fail, including the Prince of Morocco and the Prince of Aragon. When Bassanio arrives in Belmont, he chooses the lead casket and successfully wins Portia's hand. The two profess their love for one another, and Bassanio's friend Gratiano falls in love with Portia's maid, Nerissa. However, their happiness is short-lived as they receive news that Antonio's ships have been lost at sea, and he cannot repay the loan to Shylock. Shylock, still bitter over his mistreatment and the elopement of his daughter, Jessica, with a Christian named Lorenzo, demands the pound of flesh as per the bond. Antonio is arrested and brought before the Duke of Venice in court. Portia, determined to save Antonio, disguises herself as a male lawyer named Balthazar, with Nerissa posing as her clerk. They arrive in Venice to defend Antonio. During the trial, Portia brilliantly argues that while the bond allows Shylock to take a pound of Antonio's flesh, it does not permit him to shed any of Antonio's blood. Therefore, if Shylock attempts to cut the flesh without spilling blood, he would be guilty of attempted murder. Outwitted, Shylock agrees to accept repayment of the loan, but Portia refuses his offer, citing that Shylock had already rejected it in court. She further states that Shylock, as a foreigner attempting to take the life of a Venetian citizen, must forfeit his property and life to the state. The Duke spares Shylock's life but orders him to give half of his wealth to Antonio and the other half to the state. Antonio, in turn, asks Shylock to convert to Christianity and leave his remaining wealth to his estranged daughter, Jessica, upon his death. In the end, Antonio's ships return safely, bringing him great fortune. Bassanio and Portia, along with Gratiano and Nerissa, return to Belmont to live in happiness. Unbeknownst to Bassanio and Gratiano, they return the rings they had received from their disguised wives, Portia and Nerissa, as a token of gratitude for saving Antonio's life. Back in Belmont, the wives tease their husbands about the missing rings before revealing their true identities and the clever ruse they had played in court. Lorenzo and Jessica, who have been staying at Portia's estate, are also reunited with their share of Shylock's wealth. The play concludes with everyone celebrating the fortunate turn of events and the love and unity between the couples. The Merchant of Venice explores complex themes like prejudice, justice, mercy, and the power of love and friendship. It remains one of Shakespeare's most enduring and thought-provoking works, with its rich characters and intricate plot captivating audiences for centuries.